Here I'm going to be talking about present tense verbs for plural and dual. So present and future, both. I'll be talking about both of them, but plural and dual. Now, if you remember last time we talked about the singular ones, and we said that the singular follow a rule. Now in Arabic, the tenses are singular, plural and dual, unlike in English where you only have plural and singular. Here you have dual as well, like we talked about in the past tense. Now let me just go over the singular the acronyms. So yeah, ta, na. Okay, yeah, ta, na. And we said this was for the singular. This is single. And the plural, okay, is going to be like this. So let me choose the color for plural. So for yeah, the plural of yeah would be na, and for ta would be na. For ta would be na. For ta would be na, and there's nothing for this, nothing for this. And that's basically how it works. Una, na, una, and na. That's what you have to remember. Una na, una na. Now, one thing you have to understand about this is the plurals and the duals are actually acronyms that are added onto the end of the word. Okay, so ta comes in the beginning. So let's say we have ta, then you have the word. Okay, these actually come on to the end of the word. So if you say ta and whatever una, it means all of you. So if I was to have a word like open, ta open una, it means all of you are opening, or all of you will open. And for dual, okay, let me just select a color for dual. We have ni, 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 and ni. Simple. All we have is just one acronym that we need to learn for dual, which is ani, 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 and that's for dual. Okay, so that's ani for dual. Now let me just write in the Arabic words. So for una, it's a waw, noon, waw sukun, noon, and a dhamma before it, una. And for na, it's just a noon with the fatha, again, una and na. And for ani, okay, it's all the same. So all you do is you add alif and noon at the end, ani, okay, which is the fatha before it, ani. And that's basically all you do. So all you have to remember is, if I was to rub this out, that unlike the singular, the plural and the dual are added at the end of the words. So these two, they are actually added at the end of the word. So it's quite simple to understand. Any examples you have? So let's use some Arabic words. So if I was to say, like, to open in Arabic language, fa, ta, and ha. Now how would I say, okay, by the way, there's nothing here that's in there. How would I say, all you females are opening? Well, what I would do is put a ta there. You have the ta, and you add on the na, so like this, If you join that together, this will go disappear, joins onto there, and it becomes taftahna, taftahna. So this is how it works. Now, like I said, these are added onto the ends. Yet the singular, remember, these also have to be added onto the beginning. So you have taftah, this ya is added onto that, always added onto that, and that is added onto that, that is added onto that, that is added onto that. In other words, these cannot exist without any of these at the beginning of the verb. Let me give you another example. If I want to say they helped, as in they males helped, the word for help is nasar. Okay, nasar. And so if I want to say they, I have to add this ya, okay, at the beginning. Without the ya, you can't make a plural or a dual. And then at the end, I would add una, okay, which will be like this: yan suruna, yan suruna. Okay, now there's one thing that is important to understand at this stage, and that is here, this word over here, na. Okay, so they, women. So this word over here, na, okay, this is something where you're going to see a little change take place. Instead of having a ta at the beginning and a na at the end, we actually have a ya. Okay, so this is a unique case that we have, where instead of mentioning ya, what we do is we replace that with a ya. And that is only for this case. Okay, only for this case, is unique to this case. So let me give you an example. Let's say I want to say they studied. So the word for study is da ra sa. And so if I want to say they are studying, they are studying, then what I do is, instead of adding a ta at the beginning, I add a ya. Okay, and at the end I add noon. And to add noon, all I do, get rid of this and just add the noon right over here. So yadrusna, yadrusna. Now normally you would say tadrusna, but this is a unique case where the feminine plural, okay, of they, the first letter is ya instead of ta. Okay, that's only for this special case, and that's basically how it works. Now let me just, if we were to write that up, okay, just to make this a bit clear, if we were to write that up, if you remember, like last time we made a little chart, then the chart would come out a bit like this. So we would say, let's use the word yadribu, he hit, or he is hitting. So yadribu, and then we would have yadribani, and then we have yadribuna. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you remember, this is times 1, this is times 2, this is times 3, and this is all for male, them, they. And for female, it would be tadribu, she is hitting. Tadribani, she or they, them two are hitting. Bani. And for plural, we would say yad ribna. Okay, yadna. This is the ya I was talking about, the change. This is 4, 5, 6 times 1 times 2 times 3, and this is all for feminine, they. And if you were to go down, Okay, for you, male are hitting, tadribu. You two males are hitting, tadribani. And you three, tadribuna. Again, this is 7, 8, 9 times 1 times 2, 3, and this is all male. And then for the feminine, it's tadribina. Okay, remember this is unique for this ina at the end. And then tadribani, you two women are hitting, and tadribna. Okay, so this is 10, 11, and 12. And each one of these is for 1, this is for dual, this is for 3, and all of these are feminine. And then finally we have I hit, adribu, and we hit, or we are hitting, nadribu. This is 13, and that's 14. And this is basically, if you remember that chart I made before, this is basically how that works. So you have all this, okay, for males, females, then against males, females, and then I and we. Okay, let's have a few examples just to go over these. So if I was to say يشربن الماء في البيت. So here we have يشربن الماء because the object, في البيت because of كيفي, and it translates as they, meaning females, plural, are drinking water in the house. Okay, so yashrabna, they are. Remember, the ya has changed. And we've added noon at the end, na. And let me give you another example. تنصرون المظلوم. المظلوم, the oppressed. تنصرون, so this is the you male plural, so it's you male plural are or will help the oppressed. So that's basically how it's done. So remember, okay, the key thing here is that the plural and the duals are acronyms that are added onto the end of a verb, and they must also have one of these symbols at the beginning, whichever one corresponds to it. And secondly, that the plural feminine of they, only they, okay, not you, they here, instead of a ta at the beginning, you have ya and then at the end. Okay, hope that makes sense.